Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Multiverse Nexus Wrestling Nexies, where we will honor the finest performances in Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. I'm your host, firing line host Jerry Aldini. With me, as always, is Pete McPherson. And tonight here on the hosting of the Nexies, we have Eric Genericson.
Hi.
And C-.
He was banging away on his keyboard.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy writing Wilson's next storyline.
Well, that's fine, but we have an award show to get to.
Is Wilson being awarded an award?
Sir, spoilers.
Oh my God! But hold on. Is he even being nominated?
He's
I boycott these. Okay.
It's going to be that kind of show. Got it.
It's going to be a spicy show.
It's going to be great. Really quick above game, everyone. If you did not send an acceptance speech and you win, if you are in the waiting room, we will bring you in to do an acceptance speech. Only people doing acceptance speeches will be brought in. And now, back to the game. All right, and with that, no time like the present. Let's get this show on the road. We are starting this evening's events by going over the Warzone Nexies. And we're starting with the funniest moment of the year. Because, you know what? A lot of funny things tend to happen in wrestling. And so, the nominees.
Jerry, I can't see your monitor.
Oh, that's sorry. Yep, that's.
Oh no, we do this on Flashbang. Just jiggle the wiggle, the diggle, the diggle.
No, I'm jiggling the wiggle. I
know
this.
It.
I mean, Rabbit showed me.
All right.
Rabbit showed me.
Yeah.
All right, there you guys can. Are your monitors working now?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Well, then the funniest moment of the year. Let's start with Shoot Therapy. Zacko Duo teasing the return of Bosco. Then we have the Infinite Defunk Dab. C-, you're up for an award. You are nominated for inventing the shoot cutter.
Excellent. Greatest move in wrestling history.
The interview on Call Out with Peng Shi, where all she says is wank, but calls Wilson a bitch and walks out. And then the Toxic Wastelanders cover of Get Low. And as voted by the MNW audience, the winner is... the interview with Peng Shi, where all she says is wank, and then calls Wilson a bitch and walks out. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's that segment.
We speak to Peng Shi.
Style and grace, I'm never gonna be done. Lean on in. Now welcome to the queendom.
Peng Shi, thank you for joining us tonight. You are one of Warzone's newest acquisitions, and we don't really know too much about yourself besides that little feud you had with the Jobbers a while back. Can you tell us something about yourself? I'm sorry, what? Oh, right. Yeah, you're a penguin. Sorry about that. So, you were in contention for not only the Big Oof title this past Thursday, but you were also in the tournament for the Nexus Titan Championship. Unfortunately, you came up short on that one. Do you have any plans on going for either of those titles in the future? I hope you're not saying anything controversial. Recently, the Big Oof, Wilson, son of Will, released a list about people who are banned from VIP. Apparently, my name's on there too. Good to know. Anyway, there's a note on there with your name on it, like right next to that it said you are canceled. Can you talk to us about that?
Bitch.
Wait. Where are you going? Wait, Penshi? Wait. And she's gone.
I know a lot of people were shocked by how lewd Peng Shi was.
Yes, we at MNW would like to apologize for any comments made on Peng Shi's behalf.
But as we can see, and heading up to the podium now to accept the award, we have the one and only call-out host, Joe Mojo.
Oh my gosh, this is This is actually very surprising. I would like to thank everyone for voting for us for the funniest moment Nexie Award. Actually, wait. Hang on. The true star here has actually showed up. Peng Shi.
Wait.
You won the funniest moment in the MNW Awards.
Woo! Wait. Suck it, Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my!
Yeah. That is a thing that happened.
Above game, can I just thank Frenchy French for recording that? That's fucking awesome.
Actually, French.
that was Mandaloo.
That was
Well,
Mandaloo.
that was Mandaloo for Frenchy. Okay, that's fine. That's
Frenchie
still awesome.
wrote it though.
Oh, Frenchy wrote it. Perfect.
Frenchie wrote it, but it's Mandaloo.
That's great. That's good. It's good shit. It's good shit.
All right.
Yep.
I gotta remember these things. Okay, and now, yep, there you have it. So the next award up is the best outfit. This is the best outfit that appeared on in the year. The requirement was it was an outfit a wrestler had to wear to the ring.
Okay.
Fair enough. And above game,
That's actually in a canon performance, right?
right.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah, above game, everyone. Everything. This is all in universe. Everything in.
No worries.
In there is all that. That was for the audience.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
yeah.
And also, really quick above game. I see all the follows, bits, and subs. I will read those out at the end of the show.
Thank you, Kelly. You're awesome.
Yes, Kelly. Thank you for all of the subs. All right, but back in character. So let's go over who were the nominees for best outfit. First up, we have Conquest Bloodline for what has been referred to as their Inquisition outfit. Hat Smoke Sanji. Mega Blitz X Kamen Rider armor. Kane 8602's red outfit. And Notorious CAT's pay-per-view garb. And
that's what we're calling it.
That is what we're calling it.
That's
an outfit.
Well, you remember in the Bible when they said God said you couldn't look at him when it existed on the world, and like you had to look away. It's kind of what it was, I think.
I mean, that's fair. All right, and drum roll, please. The winner is Notorious CAT.
Hot damn! Oh man, that is a mad Bosco.
Oh, and he's not even here.
No, that's what's
We
wild.
got Eric Genericson, on the other hand, had some opinions.
Oh, Eric Genericson. No one cares what he thinks.
Oh no, wait a minute. Looks like Notorious CAT is heading down to the podium. We didn't expect
Meow,
that.
meow, meow.
Kurt, can you play Cat?
Can I do what?
We don't. Cat didn't record a acceptance.
Oh,
speech.
you have something. Where did you post it?
He didn't give us anything. Just
You have to. It's
Wing it.
improv.
Oh,
Cut a
okay.
promo. Do your job.
Thank you, everybody, so much for all the support. Oh, that was weird.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was actually, he actually got meow.
I don't
All right,
think
wow.
I was expecting a lot of meows. And we got that.
No, he actually really worked on his language for this to accept this award.
The other cats gathered together and they got a spokesperson, and they thought he was the most articulate. So
Well,
I
he
actually
had to
I
do
had a
that
chance to talk to him backstage, and I asked him if he knew any other things other than what he was going to say. He said no, just this word and the one that is explaining it.
He definitely, one of the craziest things with Cat is he had to phonetically do that all out. He had no idea what he was saying.
No, somebody wrote out for him. I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. He practiced it like ad nauseum because
he's trying to learn and speak human.
Now he can speak code, he can speak cat, and now he's trying out English. Good on him.
That's fair. But hey, you know what? He's a Nexie winner. So
he is a Nexie winner, and congratulations, you were tweeted officially by Twitch, buddy. Hey, you did it.
Well, next up, if we're ready, it's Feud of the Year.
Oh!
and this.
Ooh!
Oh, C-. This is a heated category.
Here's the. I feel like no one's right or wrong here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, the real question is who with the winner, who's going to accept the award? This has always been the question. But who are those nominees? Well, they are Aiden Zero versus Louis McDonald. Los Bell Bros versus the Outlaws. Daverman versus Hatsmoke Sanji. Maximilian Thunderthighs versus Gore Wheel. And Zacho Duo versus Chaz Lee. And any last minute bets?
You know what? I'm going to say flat out that when it came to Feud of the Year, based on what I was hearing, I simply put, there's so many good people who deserve to be nominated because everyone this year, since we introduced, community promos, everyone stepped up their game to the point where everyone's helping out each other's promos as well. This has been collaborative. And I want you all to know, guys, that I may give you a little bit of rope, but you guys make some amazing art with it. And I'm fucking fantastic by this. That being said, let's find out who lost.
Well, and real quick, I want to follow up on that thought. On this Thursday's firing line, since there was no Warzone in the Warzone section, we're going to actually do a behind the scenes on the Nexies about who were runners up for awards.
Oh, awesome.
We're going to play all of the acceptance speeches that were recorded but couldn't be used. People have been working really hard and been really excited about that. So I'm glad we're going to have a chance to honor all of that. But with that said, the winners are Aiden Zero versus Louis McDonald.
Fuck yeah!
So in the opinion of the voting audience of Multiverse Nexus Wrestling, the feud of the year, I suppose a lot came to this was the feud that had the longest simmer and one of the best payoffs. In fact, let's take a quick look at that payoff.
Aiden Zero, Titan champion. Let's do this! And Louis going up high here. Hold on, what's 8? Wait, hold on. Aiden grabs him. There you go. On. Boom! Zero hour! Guess what time it is? Oh my god, of course. Oh! Louis is calling for evolution. Evolution! Is it? Is this it? Is this it? Wait, oh, no. Evolution! One, 2, 3, he's done it! Yeah, you're going down in history. Here is your winner and the new Nexus Titan champion, Aiden Zero.
And there you have it. And okay, and I see heading to the podium right now is. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. I'm double checking something here real quick. It's wait a minute. Hang on. Is that why it is? It's Aiden Zero.
Hi. Wow, I'm surprised. I want to thank everyone in MNW who voted for me. I want to thank Dr. Caliban for holding such an award show, and I most of all, above all else, I want to thank my former tag team partner, Louis McDonald. If it wasn't for you, Louis, being a sniveling, clout-chasing, pathetic excuse for a human being who sold out his own brother for some Inquisition glory and then paid for it at Multivania in spades, I wouldn't be standing here today. Those guys was a time, but high voltage forever.
Well, that you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Aiden Zero accepting the Feud of the Year award. Apparently, Louis McDonald is boycotting the entire ceremony.
That sounds all right.
That's on point. Remember, hashtag thank you, Louis.
Yeah, and thank you, Sean, for popping in at the last minute to do.
Yeah,
this.
fucking midnight hour. What are you showing? Like, oh wait, you were lying?
No, it's actually the 0 hour.
There you go.
Nah, no, it's not. It was accurate. I didn't call it properly.
Possibly. Hey, you know what? this next award is special, and it's special because it's one Nexie that has a secondary name. It's the biggest botch of the year, aka the Wilson.
Oh, my favorite award.
Excellent.
It's so appropriately
I went to the
named.
doctor and they said I didn't have the Wilson. It's fantastic.
I've been hearing that there's a new bar in town that has a drink called the Wilson, but he doesn't recommend you buy it.
No, you have to go into the bathroom and suck it out of a hole.
Yeah, but
that sounds like a bar mat to me.
Yeah. The nominees for the biggest botch award are Mucha Lucha playing over everyone's entrance.
The classic,
vintage, the fuck dab. Peng-Chi no selling Wilson after the Swanton bomb. Absolute Washington's hair exploding, and Notorious CAT continually rolling on the floor after being eliminated from a match. And the winner is... Oh, hang on. Let me get to my drum. The sad thing is I have a drum roll sound effect, and I realize you three can't hear it. It's Mucha Lucha playing over everyone's entrance.
Technically, that is a win for Meme, who were revealed to be hacking into the system and doing that.
Not a Deus Ex protected.
Damn it!
Why did you? Somebody talk to the tech truck. That is. Can we not though? They're already. They're already our tech team of the year. Do we have to play their music all the time?
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Somebody's heading to the podium. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Malice?
Oh, no.
Malice is heading to the podium.
Why would he do this? With all the music, I couldn't even hear what he said.
That was weird. He walked up, he grabbed the award, he made a threatening move to the person holding it, and then just walked off.
I think I heard a fax machine.
It was I don't know. Anyway, with that, we are making through at a fair clip, which is fine. We have a long way to go. So with that, the next award up is Best Faction. We have a lot of factions on Warzone, which is a good thing because apparently, C-, you've been hearing rumors of some kind of factional warfare. Isn't that correct? C- was so taken aback by
he was. He's in stunned silence.
Oh. He
just has to jiggle the cable. If you jiggle it, that's how everything works.
We can fix your mic. Hang on.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
There you go. We can set the jiggle the cable.
Excellent. You can hear me now. Yes. It's well. The thing is, I saw many sages, many wise men on hills, and they rolled many bones, and they say the omens are coming, and the wind was blowing a certain way, so the smoke blew in my face, so it hurts. That means the faction wars are coming, I think.
Okay. Well, let's look at who some of the people that may be participating in that warfare are. First up, Nakama Worldwide.
Yeah! Woo!
Who, although it turns out they were only eligible for the award because Shoot Nation was in the group for most of the year.
That is true. So they kind of got in on a technicality, yet this unknown tag team of Trashman Jones, the Warpgate Hardcore champion, and his protege Power Surge managed to make it to a tie second place in the C101 amongst other established tag teams.
It was a good performance. The next faction up for the award is Omega Club. VIP.
Out of gear they had.
Yeah, High Voltage.
Mm-hmm.
And the Main Event Mex.exe.
And again, for those that are curious, a faction means 3 or more members. So these are not the tag teams. That is a separate category.
It is.
So if your favorite team isn't in here, that might be where they are.
Yeah.
Tag teams can be in factions, though. That's the
that is true. I always use the example of the New Age Outlaws being in DX.
Bingo.
And the winning faction is...
Oh my God, it's me. It's Trashman. Yes.
VIP.
No! 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 Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
Wait, Trash Man, wait.
Get out of my way!
Get out of my way!
Okay. I'm gonna have you know right now. Shut up! I'll have you know. Power Surge, hold up the sign. Look, based on these graphs, Nakama Worldwide is going up. We've increased in championships, and VIP has gone down in stonks. They have decreased in championships. Invest now in Nakama Worldwide, not in VIP. That is the Enron of factions, because it will suck you dry. Okay? Wilson Son of Will is to wrestling what... You know what? He is the Wilson of wrestling. He is the metaphor for himself. So you know what I think here? Nakama Worldwide is the best goddamn faction in the world. And get away. Hey, no. Power Surge.
Actually, we'd like to clarify that. As of right now, Trashman Jones and Power Surge are a two-man team. They're actually a tag team, so they are no longer considered a faction. In fact, it was actually Shoot Nation, interestingly enough, who were kicked out, that even allowed them to be nominated. Without Shoot Nation, Nakama Worldwide would not be nominated this year.
Check the paperwork.
So make sure that you thank Shoot Nation, Suplex Sam, Devin, if you're out there. Thank you for getting Trash Man on this list.
But and looks like to accept the award on behalf of VIP is Wilson, Son of Will.
No. Do we have to?
What? You mean to tell me that Mr. McPherson and Mr. Aldini, the guys who buried me all year and did everything in their powers to make me look insignificant, failed? The marks voted for Wilson and VIP? Of course they fucking did. I'm the draw, and I always have been. I've worked my ass off all year to get where I am, and I've had my dignity dragged through the mud. I've done jobs multiple times. I've worked double duty constantly with no direction, and as my reward, I get a hunk of scrap from a popularity contest run by a couple of smarks who probably didn't even know who the 4 pillars are. But I digress. I'm thankful the marks voted me and VIP for this award because it lets the brass know who the real faces of the multiverse are. Not the faces
listen to it on stream.
Boys who couldn't even get nominated, not the Brazzers Vampires, and most certainly not Trash Boy and the Blue World Order. No. VIP. And because we're the ones everyone wants, you're going to be seeing a lot more of us in 2021.
Not at all. Do you?
I love heel factions getting mad at each other. It's my favorite fucking shit.
And VIP needs to put it right.
Oh, they
are? To all of you at the Nexies right now, this is my declaration. VIP are the new 4 pillars of the company, and we're going to take everything we can get our hands on. I'm going to take everything I can get my hands on. I am Wilson, son of fucking Will, the ace of VIP, and I'm going to become the face of MNW, no matter what it takes. Mwah! Good night, Nexies. Oh, and Jerry and Pete, fuck you.
Well, that was
and rude. Happy Hanukkah to you too.
I hate that guy.
You know, I got to agree with some. Oh.
Got to agree with some of it.
Well, I got to agree. Some feedback I heard recently from some people in the community is that Alba's not a load bearing. Alba, he's not load bearing.
Well, we'll take that.
I can barely tolerate him myself.
And Kurt, above him, I will run with anything you decide to do.
I know, but I want to respect your show. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Kurt, I knew
more than his guests do.
I knew what I was getting into when I invited you.
I know. I'm a fucking world tornado, dude. I still have to apologize for the damage I do.
And
yeah, but at least give it 3 or 4 days after you hit to do it.
That's true. Hey, let's get on to the next award.
I'm down with this.
All right,
the most trashy man award. Let's do this.
And the next award is Rookie of the Year.
Oh, just massaging Power Surge's shoulders.
Rookie of the Year. And the nominees are Power Surge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sparrow.
Boo.
Absolute Washington. Gore Wheel. And Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
Who?
And for anybody wondering, the rookie counts as anybody that debuted this year.
That is indeed correct.
The winner is Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
Heck yeah.
So,
above game, my God, what a fan-fucking-tastic character, and Travis's individual creativity filling him with fucking life. So much life that every character Maximilian Thunder Thighs interacts with, he shoots new life into them. It is fan-fucking-tastic, and you are a fucking awesome dude. I can put you in any situation and you can work it. Maximilian Thunder Thighs is fucking awesome.
And coming up to the podium to accept the award is Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
The Big Oof champion.
The Big Oof champion himself is approaching the podium. Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Cheering. All right. Now we take it to a 7. Thank you. Hello, everybody. And thank you so much for the nomination and the award for Rookie of the Year. It truly does the name Maximilian Thunder Thighs so much. I would like to thank Pete McPherson and Aldini for having the firing line team and hosting the Nexies this year. I would like to thank C- for giving this big old lump of kid and adult and a good guy love. And I'd like to personally thank the Eric Genericson for putting me in such a wonderful place of mind and state by watching Firing Line every Friday. It truly is the best Oscar-winning show.
You do realize that never mind.
Between the two, I hate Genericson more.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Maximilian Thunder Thighs.
Goodbye, everybody.
And real quick, because Kurt was, Travis, you want to take us? I will give you an out of character moment, just to get Kurt to talk.
Hey,
hi, everybody.
No, seriously, Matt. I'll say that if I can gush over you, dude, you have done so much for everybody in this community, not just your own character. You have been a selfless performer who have tried to enhance the overall show. You believe that a high tide raises all ships. And I don't even know all this stretch of all the good things that you've done for everybody in the community to help them find their voice through promos. And I want you to know right now, dude, that I recognize that you do that with so many fucking people, and I want you to know that a lot of people, while a lot of people are inspired by some of the stuff they do, I want you to know that many people are inspired by what you do as well, because you just went right for its jugular, man, and because of that, your character stood the test of everybody, and he stood out in that regard. That's why leading up to Multivania, I changed the card so you and Gorwheel could have that match, because you guys fucking crushed it. And you guys you crushed it, got super into character immediately, and got everyone else into character, dude. And that is what I loved having. I'm so glad you joined this show, dude. I'm so happy where things go. It sucks because apparently Trashman's got my ear, and it's time to bury Max because it's a threat to Trashman. So he's got to Hulk Hogan him a little bit, just a little Hulk Hoganing.
All I say first I will say thank you so much for having me on the show, and thank you for putting up with my antics on the show, and for everybody in the chat. Thank you, guys. I get to make something fun that I enjoy. And to retort what Trashman says, bring it on there, you overcompensated vial of Colgate.
Pretty sure last time we threw down, I beat you. Oh, right. It happened.
And it's not going to happen again like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Big Oof champion. Is the Warp Gate Hardcore champion's dick too intimidating?
By the time I'm done with you, I'm going to be walking away with 2 belts.
Listen, we both hate Wilson. Let's unite on that.
That's very
I'm confused. True. What? Oh, now I see why they call you the Big Oof champion. That's why you don't. Okay.
All right. Thanks. And with that, let's move on with the show. The next award. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. So excited. Even the Alexa in the corner is excited. It's Moment of the Year. This is the award where the audience got to nominate and vote on what they felt was the standout moment of the year. And the nominees are Justice Jake winning the World Championship, the Doctor of Albinomics joining VIP, Notorious CAT and Gorm break the ring, Vinsmoke Sanjay being de-hatted, and the return of Probanaga. And the winner of Moment of the Year is the return of Probonaga. So a glorious moment indeed. And oh, hey, look, I think I see. Yes, the glorious one himself is heading to the microphone stand. So let's hear what Probonaga has to say. I don't have Kurt. I'm gonna need you again.
Oh, you're gonna need me again?
Yeah.
Oh, you please play his music. Glorious, I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious. Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
This year has been a year of change for me. I take my crown off as I enter this ring, for when I'm in the ring, I am but a wrestler. And I have thrown down with some of the worst in MNW, and they still exist as existential threats. People like Grimm. I had to take myself away for a bit in return, but know this, everyone. When you hear my music, know that a man stands between you and the man in the ring who wants to harm you. For I am Probonaga, and my ascent begins yet again. And this time, I'll make sure I put down the beasts on my way to the top. Play my music!
And actually what we have is not his music, but let's look at that glorious moment.
Poison in his face! Oh my God! That's Gamerman! By any means necessary, Gamerman is not letting Hatsmoke walk out of here with the title! And Hatsmoke says, oh my God!
That's
Probonaga! Oh my God! Troll Jake!
There we are. So, yes. and I'm sorry. Above game, high probate. At some point, I will let you know. Remember, this was community vote. The community voted for you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep.
They were so excited to see your character back in that moment specifically. Because that's like, boom, not happening. I returned for this.
All right. And now, the next award is Promo of the Year. We had heard earlier, this has been a year of promos. This has been a year where many in Multiverse Nexus Wrestling have truly stepped up their game on the microphone. But in the end, there were many nominees in this category, but as is the sad truth, there can only be 5 total nominees in the end and only 1 winner. So the nominees are the Toxic Wastelanders cover of Get Low, Wilson Son of Will's Big Oof Anthem, Burnout Vaughn on Ginger Boy, Shoot Therapy, Zacho Duo teases Bosco returning, and the video promoting the Maximilian Thunder Thighs versus Gorewheel match at Multivania. And the winner is Shoot Therapy, Zacho Duo teases Bosco returning. And let's take a look at some excerpts from that moment.
Welcome, Meatwads, to a special live edition of Shoot Therapy. Today is a special occasion, and I felt it appropriate to stand before you. Oh, this isn't about the title match tonight. No, that's the least of my concerns. Because last week, we devastated Republic so badly, the brass once again bent their knee to give them what they want. I get it. I like memes like anyone else, but sometimes you have to put the stick down and let the horse rot. But I will credit you with one thing. You were one of the first larger factions to be established because it's an anniversary. 1 year ago today, August 13th, 2019, MNW Apocalypse. The last in-ring performance of our very own Edward Bosco. Quite the legacy, huh? The commentator who politicked his way to the ring, won the big belt, reigned supreme, dropped it to a nobody, and then faded away after losing to a dancer. But this is not you bald, bull-headed bastard. Demanded our attention like a screaming child. When the Inquisition came around, you sat on your ass, screaming your support for them, sucking their heresy, spewing wangs like a cross-eyed baby looking for mama's teeth. And suddenly, you decided to be the hero at the very end, expecting us to forget all you did. Insisting you saved a soul, that you were the hero. You are nothing but a glory whore. You are everything I stand against. An old, outdated weight that holds back the future I've ever seen. We hate you. We love you. Even after you're gone, when these fans talk about the show, there's always one. There's always one little brat dwelling in the past, whether it's a viewer or young talent in the locker room who always says, please come back. Please cut a promo again. Please roast me. Please take me on in one more match. Make me famous. Get me over. Let me co-commentate with you. Please, 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 please. Shut up! Get over it, you unevolved chimps! Idiots. No matter how much you beg for him, no matter how awesome you think your story could be with him involved, he will never, ever come back to this ring again if he has any respect for... I'm so sorry, little bunnies. Are you mad that Al couldn't come out to play and sing a shitty show tune? Oh, you're all so pathetic. I call you all simps, but even I'm not even sure what that word means. Oh, I hate to disappoint you. That's a lie, but the man is in the past. A relic, a dusted page. Move on, and remember who really runs this show now.
All right, that was the moment. And I see heading down to the podium. Oh, it looks like it's all of meme.
Oh, good.
Let's see what they have to say.
There they are, the Trios Tag Team Champions.
Hear what they have to say. Hello. one more time. Let me make sure I got this. Hang on. It's not an episode unless we have technical difficulties.
It's true. What I will say about this moment of the year is just how many times people wanted to see it absolutely everywhere.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, come on.
Thank God for that!
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your MVP has returned to MNW. You lowlifes recognize that I stand above you and you give me another decoration for my retirement shelf. This baby's going right next to the gold shovel to Funk buried me with.
And what a way to start 2021. Recognition of the biggest gag this company has ever seen. And I'm not talking about the booking. The way each and every one of you bought it was just proof of how easy it is to piss you all off and tricking you to believe whatever we want. Defending against the Republic, I knew how easy it would be, so I just spent the afternoon prepping that little trick out of sheer boredom and to remind you all that the past is in the past. So leave it dead and buried like the Absolute Units tag title reign. Hey Mouse, got anything to say to the meatbags?
Estamos haciendo olas con Zoom chips.
Hang on a sec.
Statement. Humans are easily deceived. Winning this award is admittance to your incompetence as thinkers.
Our time is up, but don't think this will be the last you see of us.
Prediction. Meme will sweep these awards, just as we have the trio's titles for months on end. Prediction. Meme will sweep the Nexies.
Laughing at your stupidity every step of the way.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The promo of the year. By the way, this is, for those of you wondering what the Nexie Award looks like, there it is. It's a nice, simple, straightforward award with the MNW logo over a globe. I'd like to thank my production team, particularly a young man named Tim, who put a lot of work in modeling this award. And with that, let's move on. The next award, first off, anyone else got any other commentary? C-, you good?
I've gushed about Meme. It was one of the best angles, and I'm proud above game, even though I me and Bosco butt heads on booking all the time. This is one thing we were like straight consistent with. The second I saw Malice debut, I'm like, I want him to be Nash. Give me Nash. Give me Robo Nash. The second I saw him, like, I gotta put him together. I immediately thought of it was, and the second they were put together, perfect. And they just made everything work immediately. I was just so happy to see that. All of them have stepped up. Zacho has stepped up so much as a community leader as well. And for that reason, I will always just appreciate him. When I first told him about the idea of making him turn heel, but to do that, I had to not be in the C101 because that might fuck up my plans. He was like, okay, I'll trust you on that. And he trusted me on that. So thank you, Zacho, because it's been fucking fantastic to work with your character. And Meme, the rest of Meme as well. You guys have been fantastic working with that as well. It goes without saying.
With that, the next award is Swerve of the Year. And of course, the definition of a swerve is that moment you just didn't see coming. And the nominees for Swerve of the Year are Shoot Therapy, Zacho Duo teases Bosco returning. Ginger Boy as the first draft pick against Trashman Jones in the Teacup tournament.
I love that.
Justice Jake cashing in the Money in the Bank and winning the world title. The Doctor of Albinomics joins VIP. And Touchums helps Grim defeat Trashman Jones. And the winner is Shoot Therapy. Zacho Duo teases Bosco's returning.
I hate it here. It wasn't even good enough for one award. They're not going to win Biggest Dick Award. That's mine. I'm the cock of the walk.
sorry, little bunnies? Are you mad that Al couldn't come out to play and sing a shitty show tune? Oh, you're all so pathetic. I call you all simps, and even I'm not even sure what that word means. Oh, oh, I hate to disappoint you. That's a lie, but the man is in the past. A relic, a dusted page. Move on, and remember who really runs this show now.
And there you have it, the second win of the evening for, not just for Meme, but for the shoot therapy moment. And, looks like we have Zacko Duos returning to the podium. And it's giving me trouble again. Okay.
Oh no, who saw this coming? I thought you people were stupid before, but this is amazing. You even had the audacity to ensure we win twice. Why, if I wasn't mistaken, I'd say it's almost like you like being reminded of how easily you believe lies. I'd say you like the verbal abuse too, but that's Conquest's thing, and while I don't judge, I will call you out on it. I can't spend all night insulting you people, so I'll actually thank my teammates, R. Sawyer and Malice, for realizing that we stand superior to every other wrestler on this roster together. A former world champ and the most brutal bot to walk out of Flashbang. Looking at you, Cyber Controller and Kyo. You're both lagging behind and making us look bad. I'm loving this, and I look forward to robbing the rest of these nominees of these little dust collectors. Good luck to the rest of you. You're gonna need it.
And with that, we're into the final 3 awards for Warzone. It's now time for the big 3. First up, Tag Team of the Year. And the nominees are Los Bell Bros, Chained Hell, Death Juice, the All Lords, and the Outlaws. And the winner is Los Bell Bros.
Now you can hit the music.
You don't have. Actually, what I have queued up now is, if it'll play correctly, Flyboy Bell is coming to the ring.
I know.
Wait, Flyboy is
the show before he.
Yep, Flyboy.
I know Strongman watched the show before he came here to MNW Warzone, so he knows. And I sure know that Best Tag Team of the Year is not an award given lightly. Many great teams have risen and fallen, all of them putting on matches worthy of legend. Except the jobbers. Seriously, that'll teach you for cutting them. Ow! Hey, I'm allowed to get off track once in a while, huh? Point being, I've been here for a long time. Since the tag division was just a few teams surrounded by factions all over the place. Now, the numbers have skyrocketed. Not just all factions, but great, wonderful wrestlers who have learned the art of tag team wrestling. And to be chosen among all of them is the greatest honor anyone could have given us. And we thank those who chose us and believed in us, who still believe in us. We are not going to rest on our laurels, though. The Bells, we are fighters through and through. It's in the name, luchadors. Luchar means to fight, and luchadors are fighters, not just wrestlers. And we will keep on fighting for our fans and this company. Cuenta con eso, hermosos.
Yes.
Hello?
Okay. And that would, thank you very much, Flyboy Bell.
Hell yeah. The Bell Bros were fantastic. One of the things I loved about Flyboy is how another community member above game joined the tag team and they became the Bell Bros. And then Mandaloo's art just brought the character to life. And it's been so fucking fantastic with them. I was so happy when I was booking the match with Bosco for the big match at Multivania for them getting that win. And I want to thank Bosco again and Arkov and everyone who worked on that match for making that possible, because that was the big payoff towards the end. And thank you, Mandaloo and Flyboy Bell, for trusting me. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all. It's like, you guys, thank you so much. I was able to really have a cool moment with you guys, and yeah.
All right. Well, next up, Wrestler of the Year.
And is this the final category for Warzone?
No, we have one more after this.
Oh man! Oh, we're doing match of the year, right?
I deserve to win this award.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. There's
I agree. The thousands.
Somebody's getting excited in the crowd, but in the meantime, let's look at who our nominees for Wrestler of the Year are. First up, we have Justice Jake, Wilson, son of Will, Zacko Duo, Ozir Taran, and Hat Smoke. And
come on, secretly me, even though I wasn't on the list. Come on, secretly me, even though I was on the list.
Winner is Zacko Duo.
I hate it here. I hate it here. Undertaker kicking door dot gif.
That's it. That's it.
I warned you, buddy.
All right.
Kurt left.
That's
he just left. I tried to warm him.
He's just done. All right. Well, in the meantime, we have the leader of main event Mex.exe is coming to the ring, or coming to the podium one more time.
I'm actually speechless. You people actually voted me for this. Not me and some schlub. Not mean, but me. I'm touched. After all these years of suffering abuse, jokes, crawling through the mud of this administration, suffering the indignity of being overlooked or ignored or worse, forgotten, being told I had no idea what to do with you after Grimm, destroyed any sense of purpose I had in this place. This award is an honor. It's a gift. It's a heartfelt gesture of your support for me. But you know one thing it isn't? It's not the MNW World Heavyweight Championship, a title I was robbed of by some troglodyte in a hoodie, a rat that crawled his way into the ring to strike me, and Jake did the exact same thing he did when he got that title. Crawled like a worm to take advantage of the hard work of other people. I told you all that the oldest pillar of this company will ruin us. It starts all the way at the top of high voltage and the faces of fear. It should have been the talent that came after. Should have been someone who survived this creative abyss. It should have been me. By voting for me, not Jake, or even nominating XR, you acknowledge that I carry more worth, more talent, more charisma, more power than anyone else, not just in MNW, but in every show across the multiverse. I was made to be above you all, and you've only just given me the pedestal to stand on. Thank you for putting me here. Now get the fuck out of my way. There's a revolution coming, and you don't want to be in front of it.
And there we have it. But yeah, it seems we've lost C-. I think he was,
apparently he couldn't handle the shock.
He couldn't handle the shock of Zacko Duo winning Wrestler of the Year. And that's not even the last Warzone category. We have one left.
One left. One final category.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Match of the Year. So, with that, let's go ahead and see who the nominees are for Match of the Year. We have Justice Jake versus Hat Smoke Sanji for the world title. Albatross versus Hat Smoke Sanji, the ladder match for the world title. XR Kun versus Daggerick, the 43-minute hardcore match. Aiden Zero versus Louis McDonald for the Nexus Titan Championship. And the Multivania Tag Team Gauntlet match. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Justice Jake versus Hat Smoke Sanji for the world title. Let's take a look at some excerpts from that great match.
Wait! Oh my God! No! Wait! He just
Justice Jake is cashing in his money in the bank.
Oh my God! Justice Jake is not going to let him leave here with the title.
You're hired.
Hey Jake, you're hired. Go get him! Oh, come on!
He cheated to beat Nice Ice. He cheated to beat Nice Ice. He cheated to beat Nice Ice.
Sneaky bastard! And here I come, but he had a hellacious
knee to the gut.
Oh! Not this way!
Come
Jake!
on.
Boom! Poison in his face! Oh my God! That's Gamerman! By any means necessary, Gamerman is not letting Hatsmoke walk out of here with the title! And Hatsmoke says, oh my God!
That's
Robernaga! Oh my God! Troll! Jake! Oh my God! The man that the head beat won!
2!
Yes!
They stun it!
Here is your winner, and the
new
MNW World Heavyweight Champion, the hero for hire, Justice Jake!
And there are
And
his...
there's high voltage.
You earned it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The match of the year, Justice Jake versus Hatsmoke Sanji. Unfortunately, neither participant in the match was able to attend the show this evening. Hatsmoke is, I should say, Vinsmoke Sanji is still recovering from his ordeal. And Justice Jake is currently in seclusion after his loss of his World Heavyweight Championship to XR Kun. So with that, that brings us to the end of the Warzone portion of the Nexies Award. How do you think it's gone so far, gentlemen?
I think there's been a lot of shockers. I think there's been some predictable outcomes, and that's kind of what makes this all fun. Sometimes the ones you think are going to win don't win, and sometimes the ones where you're like, well, that's a shoo-in. They don't win either.
This is true. This is true. I know that the certifying committee voiced a lot of surprise in looking at how some of the voting turned out.
Well, congratulations to all of the winners on Warzone. And hey, it's 2021. It's time to get started on working towards your New Year's resolution of winning a Nexie next year.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's, if we're good to push on through, let's move over to the Flashbang Awards. So, Eric, first off, Eric, let me say it's great to see you back behind an announcing desk.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. It's been a minute.
How
I was cleared to be not good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My neck is still in a lot of pain, and so is my back.
All right. That's
but I have a job to do here tonight, so I'm going to be here to do it.
All right. Well, then let's go ahead and let's look at the Nexies Awards for Friday Night Flashbang. First off, let's go to this will be the same order, by the way, as we did the awards for Warzone. And the first category is Funniest Moment of the Year. And the nominees are Disputed Future versus Undisputed Future, Brawl Kaiser, Eat Your Prayers and Say Your Vitamins, Rabbit's Wiffle Bat Threat, The Ultimate Dance-Off, The Doof calling out any dancers on the roster, and the Double T Pose.
Can we just talk about real quick how Meme has been nominated on both Warzone and Flashbang, and they showed up once?
This is true. I mean, I don't know what that says about Meme.
It says that I never want to see them on Flashbang again.
Fair. I mean, they are on another roster.
For now.
But with that, let's see who won. Hang on. Let me roll the drum roll and let's see who the winner is. It's Rabbit's Wiffle Bat Threat. So this is well. Let's first off take a moment to remind, because this was interestingly one from earlier in the year, but let's remind people what that is.
I will hit you with a wiffle ball bat. It's plastic, it's yellow, and it's gonna be wrapped against your chin.
Now you were there for that moment.
I was. That was during the, I believe it was during the Shere Khan match where he jumped him from behind before the whole mask incident.
Yeah, that's correct. And so now Rabbit since then. Well, is that do we know if Rabbit is coming to the podium to accept the award?
From what I understand, he wants to be here. If maybe we play his music, we could get him in here.
Oh, okay. Do we have? I don't know that. Unfortunately, the truck has been telling us tonight they've been having trouble every time they try and play anyone's music.
It's just Mucha Lucha.
It's just Mucha Lucha, and they decided it's just not worth it. They're not gonna.
Well, I don't know. Maybe if everybody at home, if we give them a couple whoop whoops, we can get them in here.
All right. Let's.
Do you think people could whoop whoop to get them in here?
Let's see. Hey, everyone out in the audience, can we get some whoop whoops for Mr. Rabbit?
All right. Let me conjure him up.
All right.
What's going down, Nexies? Whoop whoop! I'm a champion, Mom! I did it! Oh, the loudest voice on Twitch! Oh!
Did I do it? Did I win? I did win, right?
And it looks like, okay, somebody's handing Mr. Rabbit the award.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah! Your baby boy did it! Mama's baby rabbit did it!
And now he's doing that enthusiastic run up and down the aisles. That's
whoop whoop!
He's a spry fellow.
I want to thank everybody that made this happen. I want to thank my wiffle ball bat. I want to thank Zacco Duo or Zacco or whatever his name was for giving me the wiffle ball bat back. I appreciate that. I want to thank Kevin Blackwell for inspiring me to wrap plastic bats around the knees of douchebags. Woo!
All right.
That is a very excited Rabbit.
What's it like? I've never commented. What's it like commentating with him?
Have you ever been around somebody who's had way too much caffeine in their system?
Yes.
That.
Okay.
But worse.
All right.
I do love Rabbit, though.
I know you saying you've been missing him.
Yeah, and apparently he misses me too, which is very sweet of him.
Well, we're hearing. I'm getting a report over ask about the powdered sugar. No.
That he might or might not have had some powdered donuts in the back. I don't feel like it's our place to judge, though.
Yeah, I mean, what a man does in the privacy of his own, dressing room. That's, All right. Well, let's move on. The next award up is the best outfit. And this, for this year, there was quite an interesting array of outfits, especially specialty outfits on the Flashbang roster. So the nominees are Graven's pay-per-view attire, El Pollo de la Muerte's pay-per-view attire from Breakdown 4, the pay-per-view attire of Apollo Hades, the matching pay-per-view attire of the Time Bandits, and the Guild as the Disputed Future. So an interesting, I find it particularly interesting that out of those outfits, I think 4 of the 5 appeared on the same pay-per-view.
Yeah, they did actually, now that I think about it.
It was all Breakdown 4, which was, let's be fair, Breakdown 4 was on Halloween. So if there was a night to dress up, It was that night.
It sure was.
And ladies and gentlemen, the winner is El Pollo de la Muerte.
Oh wow, that is an impressive outfit, if I do say so myself.
It is, and looks like the Chicken of Death is in fact approaching the podium as the audience is chanting "Arise, chicken, chicken, arise."
Thank you all for this honor tonight. El Pollo must say it feels weird being up here tonight. While I am honored to accept this award for best outfit of the past year, I do not feel like the honor should be mine. There are far more people involved in making that possible. When I was designing my costume, El Pollo wanted to honor the Day of the Dead. And those who made all of these possible. I wouldn't be standing here before you if it wasn't for the family who helped me get here and become the man El Pollo is today. It was La Familia, both by birth and by choice, that led me to become the luchador you see before you, through encouragement, advice, and support. So it is these people that I was thanking with that costume, and those people that El Pollo will thank again today with accepting my award. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. Mama, Papa, Abuelo, your chico has made it, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart.
I felt it was an interesting choice to bring a mariachi band with him.
Yeah, I do those travel with him everywhere he goes?
That's an interesting question. I mean, we've never seen them in the ring, but he's got music that gets piped in for him. But that was, I guess, it added a little bit of flavor.
A lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
and now
it's time.
You've been kind of waiting for this one, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Flashbang Feud of the Year.
And there were no shortage of contenders on Flashbang, that is for sure.
Yeah, the tempers have been there's been a lot of conflict, a lot of groups, a lot of people, and honestly, there were from what we got from the committee, there were a lot of nominees.
There were a lot of feuds that kind of interlocked with each other, and they involved multiple people or entire factions, and that's just kind of how Flashbang has been. It's been a free-for-all, and it's been find people to stand by you or good luck.
Yeah. So, with that said, in the end, there can be only 5. The nominees for Flashbang Feud of the Year: the Empire of Terror versus Fate, Nero Napier versus Ginger Boy versus Kevin Blackwell, DeLuna 13, Bulldog Grant Martin and Shere Khan versus Kevin Blackwell, Graven versus Dark Lord Prinny, and the Republic versus the Empire of Terror.
And what's fascinating about that, the Republic is a Warzone team, faction even, but they did have that very heated rivalry and feud with the Empire of Terror from the early part of January all the way through till Multivania. So for 6 months out of the year, they made a huge impact on Flashbang.
They did. And enough that they got a nomination, even though it wasn't on their own program. So, hang on just a moment.
This was also one of those unique categories where, like we said, you see that Nero, Ginger, and Kevin Blackwell were all involved in kind of a rotating feud with each other. One kind of led directly into the next one, but all kind of overlapping. DeLuna, and what's so fascinating is even the DeLuna Bulldog and Shere Khan story interlocked with the Ginger Boy Kevin Blackwell one, because one of the matches that's up for Match of the Year, the Last Man Standing match, involved interference from DeLuna. So even those two storylines that have Blackwell in both kind of overlapped a little bit. So it was a lot of interlocked storytelling. The question is, which of all of these is going to come away with the win?
All right. And the winner is DeLuna 13, Bulldog Grant Martin, and Shere Khan versus Kevin Blackwell.
Well, look at that. The three cruiserweights, the Bulldog Grant Martin, DeLuna 13, still on the roster. Shere Khan at home recovering. But hey, what a heck of a win for those three cruiserweights.
Yeah. And all right, it looks like the Bulldog Grant Martin is approaching the podium to accept the award on behalf of himself and his friends. All right, and here he is.
Before I accept this award, there are some people I want to acknowledge. To the good people at the local medical facility who work hard every day to make sure that those of us who break and fall are able to pull ourselves back up again. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here right now accepting this award. They took a broken dog and gave him the care and attention he needed to get back in the ring and make one hell of a splash at Multivania. I want to thank all my colleagues and to the fans for all the support that they've given us throughout this whole ordeal. You folks are the true stars of this show, and you deserve the best that we can give you. And finally, I want to give the biggest props to the two toughest SOBs that I have ever had the pleasure of fighting beside, whether they're here in the flesh or here in spirit. To my friends and partners, Shere Khan and DeLuna 13, I salute you, gentlemen. Thank you for this award and for everything that you've given us, Multiverse.
And there you have it. The Bulldog Grant Martin accepting the Feud of the Year award on behalf of himself, DeLuna 13, and Shere Khan. Guess Kevin Blackwell decided he wasn't going to bother.
I mean, it's kind of apropos that he doesn't show up.
Yeah. It's somebody
doesn't exactly show up on the show very much either, because he just kind of does what he wants.
And you know, there may also be the fact that there might have been a restraining order. Yeah, just maybe, possibly. You know, we promised we'd get you through this, there, Eric, and we're going to keep that word.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Now, the next award, well, it's an award that is near and dear to so many people's heart, especially the person it's named after. It's the Biggest Botch, a.k.a. the Wilson.
What an appropriate name for an award.
It is. I mean, and it's appropriate. He was actually involved in the Warzone Botch, or not
He
the one
was.
that won.
Yep.
I still can't believe he won an award.
I mean, to be fair, he was carried to an award.
That's true. That's true. It was Beefling and Azir really won that award.
Yeah, let's be real. I mean, Wilson was a threat when he was on Flashbang, but since moving up, not so much.
Yeah. But let's talk about relevant wrestlers and moments they had.
I agree.
Yeah. So the nominees for the Biggest Botch are Hutch Cale's frequent missing target acquired, Mad Jack's Pumpkin Magic, Cyber Controller's self-elimination during the Monster Mash, the Double D T-Pose, and Genericson eliminating himself and Fuck Kim Wang in the Monster Mash. And this is that one of how do you... It's that one you wonder sometimes, is somebody going to want to accept the award?
It's true. Like, do you expect the Cyber Controller to walk out here and say, thank you so much for laughing at me? No, he'd be frustrated and say, I left that match of my own volition because I wanted no part of it, but it was still nominated and voted on. And if I'm in that position, I would certainly feel upset. Although, on the other hand, maybe they have a sense of humor about it. Although, looking at this list outside of maybe Mad Jack, I don't know who could possibly have a sense of humor.
That's true. Well, let's see who won the Biggest Botch of the year on Friday Night Flashbang. Oh, it's the Double T Pose.
Speaking of Doom, that technically means that Genericson has won.
Genericson is. Let's take a look at that moment.
Going after one of the known magic users of the multiverse, and now going after Zephyr Tail. Look at that! Looking for the whisper in the wind. Nobody home. Hades on the outside, looking to eliminate Boss, and a kick out at. And you saw that he got knocked to that outside position, then immediately those two freeze up. I don't think that's a coincidence.
No, and certainly Mike Davis of the Arcane Protection Services did not believe it was a coincidence.
Nope.
Nor did Seth Jackson, who was in the ring observing.
So I guess of all of the ones that were there, this is probably the one that is the most worthy of being accepted because someone actually did something. Although Genericson doesn't really talk, so we sadly don't have any comments from him.
No, we don't. But we'll certainly, of course, I guess we'll send the award on to Genericson.
Yeah. Although now you got to wonder if Mad Jack feels a little bit more pressure about maybe Gimmick of the Year.
That's true.
I mean, Doom's already got one award. They're up for a couple more. Is Doom going to be the meme of Flashbang?
That's an interesting point. Yeah, let's. That is something worth considering. In the meantime, well, we've moved past that. So now, actually, while it is not.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
Did you? Can you check your phone? Did you get a text
from
Genericson?
I keep my phone off when I'm in the booth.
Yeah, no, I kept mine on, and he texted me, and he said, "Oh, you'll know how I feel." And I don't know how he got my number, so I was just curious if maybe he had all of your numbers.
Hang on, let me. Oh dear. Yeah, no. It's...
I'd also like to report that we have 1,000 people watching at home. Apparently.
Yeah. That's okay.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that's not, that's not ominous.
And not at all.
At all. No, I'm not even a little bit worried. Okay. Hey, why don't we move on to the next award?
I miss Rabbit being here.
It would have been comforting. All right. Well, the next category, the next award is Best Faction. And if there's one thing we know about Friday Night Flashbang, it is as we were discussing earlier in the when we were looking at the Feud Award, we have a lot of factions with a lot of interrelationships. Sometimes the hardest thing to figure out is who's in what faction. Is certain people only in one faction? It gets confusing. Let's why don't we move on to look at who the nominees are, and we can sort the rest out later.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Well, for Flashbang Best Faction, first off, we have Apex, The Cartel, The Empire of Terror, Fate, and AAA.
Those are all very long-standing factions. I'd say the Cartel's probably the newest of all of them. And they don't feel very new. They feel like they're very much ingrained in Flashbang. They're having that feud with House Caliban, which another faction who maybe you'll see more of in 2021. It is the land of the giants. And by that, I mean the giant factions as in number of people. But there can only be one at the top.
And the winning faction is Apex.
Apex stands atop the pedestal.
Apex. Oh, and it looks like we have both Nero Napier and his wife Mizuki Napier approaching the podium to accept the award on behalf of Apex.
Oh, I guess we get to hear from the Apex Predators? Question mark?
The
plural?
Perhaps the power couple of Flashbang. All right, and they are approaching this. Okay, let's listen to what they have to say.
Let's see what they have to say. Yeah,
I don't wanna. Just get up there. Fine. Hello, Flashbang. Thank you for this award, but I have some words for you. You see, according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. The bee, however, cares not what humans think and flies anyway. Much like the bee, Apex cares not what you think, because all known evidence shows there's no way you'll ever stop us. We are the top faction of Flashbang or Warzone. No, the multiverse as a whole. Know this, Flashbang. Apex does not take kindly to the injustice perpetrated recently in our own promotion. We will bring back our friend Rabbit. Just remember, Flashbang, you're either Apex or against us.
You went with the B.
Well, why is Mizuki is hitting him as he leaves the stage?
That's
that's like a love pat, right?
In my time, I've learned sometimes when it comes to married couples, it's best not to ask.
Also, what did he just say? Something about a bee, that like a bee flies, but it's not supposed to, but people don't care, so it doesn't matter.
I think he was making a metaphor.
Does he know what that word means? I'm gonna stop this line of thought because the last time I offered an opinion, I was gone for 2 weeks. What's the next category?
Oh, the next category. Well, this is a great category. It's Rookie of the Year. This is a category for who is the best wrestler who has joined the Flashbang roster. It's been a long night in 2020.
And this is an interesting category because once upon a time, Flashbang was full of rookies, and it would be when you would make your Warzone debut. But since we have an influx of talent, there was a need to make Flashbang more of a secondary show rather than just a place to cut your teeth. And so here we are, the rookie show with its first ever Rookies of the Year.
And the nominees are Jack the Questionable, Satyrus Basilicus, Brawl Kaiser, the Aristocratic Kenned, and Jack Andrews.
And this is a tight competition. Let me just tell you, from everything that we indicated, there were a lot of people that were very torn on which way to go. And this was close. Brutally so. More so, this was one of those categories where you go, well, I'm pretty sure we know who's done. Well, nope, maybe not.
And
the question is, who pulled it out at the last second?
And that is Satyrus Basilicus winning for Apex. It's interesting. We don't normally hear Satyrus Basilicus talk. Wait a minute. Oh, this is interesting.
Wait.
It's actually Nero Napier is coming back to the ring, and Mizuki's with him. I guess they're going to be accepting the award.
You're accepting on behalf of Satyrus?
Sounds like it.
Well, are you going to say anything?
Well, fine. So, once again, Apex shows their dominance. Good job, Satyrus. We're here to take this award on behalf of him. And just remember, we'll be here for more later.
Why is it every time that they come in, they're so angry? They're always angry.
I don't know. I don't know. And I've had conversations with both of them over the phone. I think this is the first time I've ever actually been in a building with them. Why don't we move on?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Doing okay over there, Pete?
I mean, I feel like Pete's probably scared of Nero too. I don't blame him.
That's okay. Yeah. Just checking in, buddy. Pete, just so you know, Pete's keeping in touch with the production truck. So
I'm glad somebody is.
Yeah.
It's the only reason Mucha Lucha isn't playing over every single one of these awards.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to Best Gimmick. So, who on the Flashbang roster had the best gimmick? And the nominees are the only team in this category.
And either Warzone or Flashbang.
Yeah. Spectre Sonata. And this is how the nominations broke down. was very interesting. And then, of course, Suicide Gemini, the Pumpkin King Mad Jack, Seth Jackson, and Simon the Psycho. And
this is that category I was talking about. Maybe Mad Jack feeling a little bit of pressure because of Zericus winning before, but there were a lot of really interesting creatures that came into the multiverse, not necessarily just this year, but just kind of coagulated on Flashbang. I mean, we have no idea what Simon is. Mad Jack, there was an investigation into what he was by another man up for Best Gimmick. And then on top of that, you have things that shouldn't exist in the multiverse existing in the multiverse. There was a plethora of options to choose from. Only 5 could make the cut, and only 1 can win. We're going to find out who that is.
It is. And the winner is... Oh, my God.
What happened?
Eric, you're not going to believe this.
Why? What happened?
Eric, it's a tie.
It's a tie? We have a tie?
We have a tie.
Well, who tied then? Who are the winners? Plural.
Mad Jack and Seth Jackson.
You have got to be kidding me. You couldn't have written that in a writer's room. What?
No, okay. Pete, can you give me a feed on the votes?
Can you confirm this, Pete? What were the vote totals for these two?
No, they're serious. They are equal. And this is the certified vote. They got.
Are we sure we certified? There's no objections?
That this went through several committees. It went through the brass. It went through the lawyer. It was written off by the road agents.
And not a single one of them just wanted to make a name for themselves by standing up and objecting? That's insane.
And then we had a certified accounting firm take a look at it.
That's great. And they don't even look at stuff like this.
No, well, and you know, they were, you know, it was Forrest the Fortresses, but I mean, he is a CPA, so.
Well, someone make a phone call. We got to find some votes for one of these two.
That's not how it works.
All right. Well, I tried.
Okay. Well, it looks like, okay, so I'm seeing Seth Jackson. Oh no.
Oh no. What happened?
They're both heading to the podium.
Seth Jackson is heading to the podium with Mad Jack.
I mean, they're coming from opposite aisles, but
yeah, but this is not okay. This is not good.
It's. I'm telling you, it's what it is. There's Seth Jackson, there's Mad Jack. Oh no, they're
oh no,
you people! He's a goddamn pumpkin! You sons of bitches!
Oh, I'm sensing a little bit of rage there, Mr. Jackson. Aren't you happy we won? This is what you wanted.
No. Okay, listen, you don't know the difference between a little and a lotta, because a lotta is a lotta, and I'm fucking pissed!
I've never seen someone so angry to lose. Well, on behalf of my tag team partner, Zericus, I would like to accept this award for Doom, making us 2 for 2 on the night.
You're real funny there, Mad Jack. You ain't accepting Jack for Doom. I'm snatching this here globe with the little letter on it, and I'm taking it over to where APS hangs out, because you know what? We are better than you. What's a gimmick? Genericson, what's a gimmick? I don't know what a gimmick is.
It's actually a character that you play or a personality that you portray.
Oh, he's right. That is correct, and you're quite the character.
That's real nice.
I regret to inform you I am going to need that globe because I am going to put it on a pedestal. And next year, and I assure you there will be a next year, Doom will not only sweep Faction of the Year, but we will also be sweeping Gimmick of the Year, Funniest Moment of the Year, which you should start prepping for already. We've got a doozy. Go on, give it to me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna keep flapping your non-existent gums. You weird tan man. Is you tan? Is that why you're orange? You sit in the spray thing?
That is quite mean. I don't make fun of you for having way too much of a forehead.
Listen, it's useful for beating you over your forehead. Looks like you couldn't handle it last time. How about we settle this with another? Come on, I'll take another kick to the head. I've already taken
Well, I'll tell you what,
more
if
than
you
20.
can conjure up another brain cell to be friends with the one that's lonely in your brain, how about this Friday we have a match, and the winner between Doom and APS takes home the award. I'll tie break you and tie you up
I
in knots.
remember the lyrics. You know what? Fuck you, you son of a...
And we had to cut and security.
They are escorting Mad Jack and Seth Jackson away from the ring. Did Mad Jack just try to make a match?
It's
for the award?
For the award, yeah. He issued a challenge. Oh, that's
a tiebreaker match. Has that ever happened in the history of anything?
You have to wonder what would happen if the Emmys were solved that way. Oh wow, that was a moment. Are you guys okay?
I think I need a minute. I cannot believe what we just saw, or heard and saw. That was a real meeting of the minds.
Just so tired.
It's okay, Pete. It's okay. You're doing fine. Doing fine, buddy. We knew this was going to be a stressful night. We talked about that. Just remember what I said. Breathe. And remember that the brass is offering you excellent health insurance.
Wait, you guys get health insurance?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get health insurance. It all goes to the fireworks for the Deuce entrance.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I'm not actually part of the Flashbang budget.
I know.
We're under production, so
I know. Yeah.
All right. Why don't we move on? After that, I
think it's time.
It can't get weirder than that. And it's okay. It's moment of the year.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
Remember?
Was that it? Did we just watch it?
Yeah. We're gonna let's see who the nominees are first.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So the nominees for moment of the year are Graven burying Dark Lord Prinny. Donkey Kang jumps Earl King in the Earl King versus Johan match. The Creation returns to attack Prinny during the Buried Alive match. Scott E. Steven reveals Mr. Rabbit's suspension. And Helixux debuts on Flashbang as the #1 draft pick.
And this was a loaded category. I mean, I don't know how you pick out of this category. All of these results or moments change the course of Flashbang. I mean, you had the bearing of Dark Lord Prinny, which goes hand in hand with the Creation popping out of the grave, the real Creation, after for almost a year having the wrong brain in his body, returning, the true Christopher Caliban returning. Then you had the suspension of my broadcast partner. You had Donkey Kang, look how these all kind of tie together. You had Creation help Graven bury Prinny. The only reason the Creation was able to do that is because Johan beat Earl King thanks to Donkey Kang to figure out the brain was even swapped in the first place. I mean, that moment alone has been summed up in three very interesting that category has been summed up in three very interesting moments. Scotty Stevens with the rabbit suspension. Again, we're still feeling the effects of that. And Helixux is a former heavyweight champion, an MNW champion. And we have seen the impact that he has immediately had on Earl King. I mean, after that whole Buried Alive thing, now he's been face to face with Helixux, who has kind of been his nemesis as of late.
That's yeah.
It's an interesting way how this all ties together.
It is. Again, it shows how much events are interwoven on Flashbang.
Indeed.
But only one can win. And the winner is the Creation's return to attack Prinny during the Buried Alive match. And let's go look at a clip.
Last week, or rather last night, this is no! What the hell? What was that? The hell was that? Oh my God! Oh my God! The Creation's in the grave! Oh my God!
Hey, drop this! Hey, drop this!
Oh my God!
Oh,
this crowd is going crazy! The Creation was in the grave! That's Christopher's back!
Oh! He flash stepped!
And another right. Oh, he ducked it! Oh my God! Seek and destroy! Creation to the seek and destroy! And walking away like a badass!
All right. And it looks like, and the creation is, that's interesting. I've never seen the creation in a tuxedo before.
I didn't even realize that the creation had a tuxedo, but hey, we've learned that he's very articulate. Let's see what he has to say accepting this award.
I would like to thank the MNW audience for this accolade. 2020 was an annus horribilis for myself and my family. A dark cloud over the house of Caliban that was dispelled in the moment this award commemorates. I would like to thank my father, Dr. Caliban, for his efforts not giving up on me and restoring me to my proper self. Thunderbolt and Sandman, my brother and our friend, for never giving up on me and fighting to the end. To the chocolate zombie Graven, for daring and putting so much on the line to get the truth. And to the Empire, I never forgive and I never forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, as if I wasn't scared already. The creation almost broke the podium while he was saying that.
At least that wasn't directed towards,
Yeah, but do you ever hear somebody threaten somebody else and it still gives you chills?
Yeah, no, many times.
Normally those people aren't 7 feet tall and over 400 pounds.
No, I mean, I've been kind of the ringmaster for several arguments between Scott.
Yeah, it's
E.
again
Stevens
times
and
like
several
this.
People.
I miss having Rabbit beside me, and I miss having a neck that can turn 90 degrees.
I know a good physical therapist.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
thanks.
In the meantime, let's move on to promo of the year. And as we said earlier when we were going over the Warzone promos, this has been the year of the promo. So many of the roster on both shows have stepped up their game and taken a great amount of effort to improve their performance on the microphone, to capture people's attention, because if you don't have people's attention, if you're not relevant, you don't get the big matches.
It's true. And think about how many of these promos defined the characters that they represented. So we've already heard it referenced by the creation as an acceptance speech. Graven risking it all. I mean, that was a huge promo. I mean, let's just take a look at the nominees real quick.
Here are the nominees.
So there you have it. You have Graven risking it all to bait Prinny for the Buried Alive match. You have the War Room, which was Fate convening together to figure out who they were going to go after in the Empire. Seth Jackson meeting with Dr. Caliban was a special brand of crazy all on its own, but it gave us tremendous insight into who Seth was and really set him on the path that he's on today, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. How could you forget the Monster Mash promo by the Bad CG Ghost? Like, that was the whole song with backups by their newest member, TK. It was just mwah. And then you want to talk about character-defining promos. You think about the pipe bomb from CM Punk. You think about Brett Screwed Brett. Or you think about Austin 316 against Jake the Snake. Brawl Kaiser's promo, the first time he cut a promo, immediately established everything you wanted to know about him and a wave of support that carried him throughout the rest of 2020. So I don't know how you pick out of this category once again, but there are no losers in this category. Every one of these promos defined a moment in 2020. But somebody has to win.
Somebody has to win. And the winner is... Seth Jackson meets Dr. Caliban.
Again, character-defining moment for Seth Jackson. Do we happen to have a little snippet of that by any chance?
We have the entire thing.
Let's take a listen.
All right. And all right, yeah, truck says right. Here we go.
Hey, Doc. Mike said I should see you.
Hello, Mr. Jackson. How good to see you. May I help you?
Well, Mr. Davis said I needed teaching to be normal or function as a human in everyday life, whatever that means. Oh, and he gave me a letter for you.
Dear Dr. Caliban, after Mr. Jackson's latest evaluation, we have blah, 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 as a pile of rocks, no object permanence.
Hey, Doc, I'm bored. You're not paying.
Not ruling out replacing his brain. Yours truly, Mike Davis. I see. Well, this is fascinating. It seems Mr. Davis needs me to provide you tutelage to ensure peak performance in your duties as a member of APS.
Huh?
Do put that down. It is an experimental laser etching tool.
Sorry. Ow.
I see. For future reference, when I say put it down, I mean put it back in the place you picked it up from.
Oh, okay. Back where it came from. Okay, got it. What's the plan, Doc? No needles, Dad.
Unlikely, but right now I will not rule it out. Let's start by gathering some basic data. Please state your full name.
My name is Seth Barnabas Jackson of APS, and I am here to... Oh, yeah, right. We're not in the ring. I'm sorry.
Barnabas. Interesting. And where were you born?
Dunno, but I do remember cows.
Amnesia, indications of possible trauma. I estimate you to be between 25 and 29. I'll carbon date you later.
Who's Carbon? Is she pretty? I hope she's pretty.
No, Carbon is not a person. It's... Tell you what, we will save that topic for another day. Why don't we start with you telling me your earliest memory?
My earliest memory is... Oh, hey, look at that. That's a cow. Oh, hey, look at that. That's a hoof. Ow, darkness. So, Doc, what does that mean?
I'll need to run some tests, but I suspect you were kicked in the head by a cow. Let's try something else. Do you see this pen?
I can confirm 100% that is a pen, I think. Is this a trick question?
Good. Now, turn around.
Okay, I don't understand why turning around helps anything, but I guess Doc, I'm alone. Doc, I'm all alone. Please help me.
Mr. Jackson, it's fine. I'm right here behind you. You can turn back around now.
All right, Doc, I'm okay. But you didn't pull a sneaky on me and take my brain or something, did you, Doc?
Not at all. If I ever wish to take your brain, I will ask first. But back to business. I had a pen. Where is it now?
What pen? There ain't no pen. Unless you invented an invisible pen. Honestly, not your best work, Doc.
Right. Observe.
Okay, observing.
Now, do you remember this pen?
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I'm pretty sure magically creating an object is a violation of subsection B of our handbook. So, I gotta write you up. Also, please stop making things appear and disappear. It is spooky. Almost as bad as when I made the mistake of going to a child's magic birthday party. The horror. The horror.
No, Mr. Jackson, it was just in my pocket. You understand pockets, yes? You have some on your pants.
Yeah, I know what a pocket is. Sometimes there's pizza in it, duh. Although, I have learned they are different from clothes pockets because pizza will indeed stain white pants. But what does your pan have to do at all with pizza?
Very well. I see we have a long, winding road ahead of us. I suppose the responsible thing to do would be run some tests. Neurological, psychological, quantum level.
I'm not very good at tests. There ain't no math, is there? I ain't no good at math.
No, Mr. Jackson, no math. In fact, you just need to sit in a chair with some wires attached. Answer some questions, very non-invasive. Come, let us retire to my laboratory.
Alrighty, Doc. I'm ready when you are.
And with that, and it looks like Seth Jackson is returning to the podium, this time accompanied by Dr. Caliban.
That's going to be quite the combination.
Yes. Oh, there they are. And okay, they are approaching the podium. Caliban appears to be motioning for Mr. Jackson to go first.
Wait, I go back up again?
Mr. Jackson, yes, you won. You won. Yeah. We collectively won this award.
Well, okay, what did we do? I don't remember fighting you. Did you fight me?
No, it was not. This was when we talked. Oh, wait, Mr. Jackson, let me start.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Vincent Vladimir Caliban, mad scientist, master criminal, and now award winner. And with me is Mr. Seth Jackson of the Arcane Protection Services. I would like to thank Mr. Jackson. I would like to thank my sons, Christopher and Thunderbolt, and our associate Sandman for all their support. I would like to thank the MNW audience for voting for us. And I would like to thank my lab assistant, Fritz, for publishing this recording of Mr. Jackson's session in violation of his HIPAA rights. Don't worry, Fritz. I promise I will eventually let you out of the basement.
Oh, is that creepy little guy with, he's pale. He had like one hair on top of his head.
That's one, yes. Now, do you want to thank anyone?
I like to thank, I should probably thank Mike Davis, right? That's a good idea.
That would be where I would start to, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I like to thank Mike Davis for being infinitely wisdomed. I'd also like to thank everybody who gave me pizza throughout the course of this year. And I'd like to tell Mag Jack to suck it. He's not here.
He's in the back row.
Oh.
I can hear you in the back row!
No, I'm not looking at you!
Let's go. They're about to play us off. Let's leave.
Your forehead is much too large for your head!
I want to thank Caliban for giving me everything in his fridge that one time.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Good night.
I love you.
And there we are. Okay, that's Seth Jackson, Dr. Caliban accepting the Promo of the Year award. Do you notice that both promos of the year winners were non-standard promos?
Yes, I did notice that.
That's that was interesting. Guess you never quite know what's going to make an impact.
And that, people. You know what that means, right?
Doom
and APS are now tied at 2 apiece.
It's true. It's true.
Boy, howdy.
Oh boy, yeah. No, I'm now. I hadn't noticed that, but now that you've brought it up, is all I'm going to be able to think about.
Yep, it's man.
All right. I think. Well, let's see what's next.
APX also, or not APS, but Apex also with a couple of awards. So hey,
yep, yeah. We it's not. Well, let's see. I'd like to. I was going to say it's not as spread out as Warzone, but we're not done yet.
We're not done yet. Well, spread out on Warzone, you mean people other than Meme winning?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. But our next category is Swerve of the Year. And let's think about just the massive swerves that we have seen this year on Friday Night Flashbang. And of course, a swerve is defined as a moment you just didn't see coming. And the nominees are Satyrus Basilicus, debuting at Multivania to attack Ginger Boy. The Bone Warriors return. Drathulu, shapeshifting during the Gauntlet match. Crimson Phoenix giving the belt to Nero and joining Apex. And Johan Mjoln joining the Empire of Terror. Anything you want to add?
Again, it's interesting how you watch how these all intertwine, because Satyrus debuting at Multivania was one of the more recent additions to Apex, until not a couple of months later does Crimson Phoenix then shock the world, turn on one of their best friends, and join Nero. Like that, Wiley, Allcore, all of these different people were trying to tell Phoenix, hey, don't listen to Nero, don't go to his side. And they thought maybe they had gotten through when Phoenix had stolen that belt that Earl King was trying to give Nero, only for it not to happen. Then you have Satyrus, speaking of belts, bashing Ginger Boy in the back of the head. And think about it, that's the last time anybody ever saw Ginger Boy on Flashbang. That was the last image that we had right before they got drafted. It's just, then you talk about the Bone Warriors returning. Like, who saw that coming?
But honestly, and then to finish it out, that shocking, we always knew Drathulu was a changeling,
but we had never seen it.
No, we'd seen shifting from his coming down to the ring to what is his standard appearance, but we hadn't seen him doing a variance, like to become someone else entirely.
And then, of course, Johan joining the Empire of Terror, which, if there was a man that you had to put money down would never join the Empire, it would be Johan. To the point where Fate literally voted their ranks to 0, because no one voted against it, for him to fight Earl King Wes. Nobody doubted that he was the man to take out Earl King. And then he did it. And he despises the Empire. But circumstances being what they are, Johan now a member of the Empire of Terror. And it's clearly not something he's okay with. So, the question is, though, who won the category in such a tightly contested category?
That's an excellent question. And the winner is... Oh, Eric. Eric, you're not going to believe this.
You can't do this to me again.
I'm sorry. It's another tie.
No, we're going to need to make a phone call. Find me some votes.
But it's okay. It's another tie, but it's not as bizarre as the last one.
It's true. It's not as bizarre as the last one. These are unrelated, unlike the last tie. But there you have it.
Yeah. Drathulu shapeshifting during the Gauntlet match, and Crimson Phoenix giving the belt to Nero and joining Apex.
So congratulations to Crimson Phoenix and Drathulu.
Yeah. Actually, we have tape on both those incidents.
Do we? Let's take a look. And now it's Creation turning him around and trying to light him up with punches. Wait, what the hell? It's Drathulu! It's the changeling! It was Drathulu! It was Drathulu! And the Creation is pissed! It was Drathulu! Oh my god! That's the Crimson Phoenix! And that's the belt! Crimson on the... Oh, look out! Oh, and the referee goes down! Oh! The Crimson Phoenix accidentally distracted... Wait, what the hell? Wait, he just... He just gave Nero the belt! And I think Allcore sees Phoenix... Wait, what the hell? No! No!
Bam!
No!
Bam!
So there you have it. And, looks like we have... the Crimson Phoenix is approaching the podium.
Yeah, and actually they're being accompanied by Mizuki Napier, who I guess is going with them, and Phoenix is gesturing for them to take the podium.
All right. I mean, all right. Hang on. I didn't just give. All right. Let's hear from the Queen of Apex.
Evening, everybody. I do apologize for my husband earlier. But I do have something here that Phoenix has asked me to say on his behalf.
Hey, real quick, guys. Above game, I actually have an acceptance speech from Phoenix.
Okay. Well, I have something to add.
Okay, go ahead and add.
I was going to let you do it first.
Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, and now the Crimson Phoenix is approaching the microphone. And he's adjusting his mask.
Is that a mask? Are we sure that's a mask?
I don't know.
Are we sure that's just not like a face guard for a beak?
Something. Oh, here we go.
Good morrow, Flashbang. 'Tis I, Phoenix, the dapper bird of Apex. It feels oh so nice to be recognized for this moment, though it isn't like there's any doubt. This victory proves once more that Apex will always stand on top. As for the current status of Flashbang, don't you dear fans worry your pretty little heads. We'll get Rabbit back, put Scott E in his place once more, and continue to entertain the masses through better means than whatever the brass calls storytelling. Good evening, and see you soon.
Oh, and now Mizuki Napier is following up and taking the microphone.
As I was saying, he wanted me to add. Oh crap! Where did I put it? I'm sorry. Hang on.
Got to find the Word document.
Shh. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Scotty, you bitch.
All right, shades of Pain-Chi.
And okay, and now they're leaving the podium. All right, that's that does mean it's now 3 for Apex.
That is indeed 3 for Apex.
That is 3 for Apex, yeah. But now we're rounding the bend. We're hitting the curve. We are now into the big 3. So
massive 3.
Yeah, it is the first and foremost, of course, is the tag team of the year. And the tag division
highly contested.
I mean, Eric, you call it week in, week out. You know what the tag division is like on Flashbang.
And think about this. Since the time of these nominations, we've had more teams debut. We've had more teams step up to the plate. I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, think about it. Tag team of the year. Think about the match that we just watched between the Bone Warriors and Fabulous.
It was an amazing performance. But all of the tag teams on the roster, some that have only, as you said, some recently formed, some that only came into being this year, some that have existed since the beginning of Friday Night Flashbang. And so many of those are represented in this category. First off, we have the Time Bandits. And they've had, the year these two have had, we heard a little bit about that during the Creations acceptance speech of what House Caliban has gone through. And we've seen that these two are at their best when they're functioning as a team. Then, of course, we have the Bone Warriors, the current tag team champions, who were also nominated for Moment of the Year in their unexpected debut on Friday Night Flashbang.
Still blows my mind. Breakdown 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And then, as we said earlier, one of the earliest tag teams on Friday Night Flashbang, Dungeons and Destiny.
The inaugural tag team champions.
And Drathula,
people seem to forget that sometimes.
That's true. And Drathula, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, has already won an award for the.
He has.
With his tie for the for the Swerve of the Year. Next, we have Doom.
And Doom would love to add to their collection here tonight. They've already got 2 awards. Can they make it 3?
And then with that, it finally takes us to Hell's Kitchen.
This is one of those pairings where when I saw them come out together, I couldn't quite believe it. but the more I've watched them wrestle, they are the perfect complement for each other.
And the term cohesive unit, I mean, there's always talk about there's wrestlers who excel in singles competition, but you put them together in a tag team and they can't do anything.
And these are two singles guys that came together and absolutely rocked it as a tag team.
Exactly. They are the exception to that rule. And they have had a fantastic run in 2020.
And they're one of those classic throwback teams where it's the classic power guy and speed guy. Like Suicide Gemini is quick as a cat. Manatee, one of the strongest pound-for-pound wrestlers that we have on the roster. And they're, again, just the perfect complement for one another. I don't know how you pick a team. No. I honestly don't know how you pick a team. I think there's a couple that people would say are the favorites. But again, there's no runaway winner in this category.
No. But per the votes of the MNW audience, the winner is the Bone Warriors.
Oh my goodness!
So the champs walked away with the Nexie. You have to wonder how much if there's a bit of a champion's advantage coming into to this for them getting that getting the Nexie. Oh, and looks like they're coming down to the ring. There's Spike and Burden, and it looks like Burden is standing back and letting Spike get up to the mic,
as he normally does.
Since our arrival, we have taken opportunities. We have enforced our will and claimed our prizes. But this one is different. This one is not a prize you can take. This one means we have earned the respect of our peers and the fans that watch us. And though you may not think it, this is an honor that we hold in high esteem. We will continue to do what we do and continue to earn that respect. So from myself, I say thank ya. And from Burden,
thank you.
Okay.
He doesn't talk a lot, but when he does,
yeah, you listen. It's okay, Pete. It's okay.
It's like the second time he's ever talked.
Yeah. But there you have it. The Bone, titles come and go, but once you win an award like the Nexie, it's there forever. And that, all right. Well, we have 2 left. We're almost.
It keeps getting bigger and bigger.
It does. And in this next one, it's the Wrestler of the Year.
How do you figure this out? There have been so many. We look at all the moments and the swerves, and there have been so many people that have contributed to Flashbang. How do you pick just one?
I mean, there were so many nominations in this category, and then the voting. And this was one of the most, from my understanding from the accounting firm, this was one of the most heated battles.
Oh yeah, this was tight
that we saw. But who were the nominees?
Here we go.
Ginger Boy, our inaugural heavyweight champion.
And a lot of people, because they've seen him a lot feuding with Burnout Vaughn, they forget he was the first ever world heavyweight champion on Flashbang, and he held that belt from the time that he won it all the way until Multivania of this year. So think about that. The end of the 64 tournament was the inaugural breakdown, which was at the end of 2019. He held that belt for over 6 months, close to 7 months. Actually, no, wait. Original breakdown was what, October?
October. So more like
he held it for 9 months.
9 months. He was a fighting champion.
I mean, how many times did we see him fight Kevin? I mean, he was up for Feud of the Year with Kevin Blackwell.
He was.
And with this man.
And appropriate that we go from one champion to another. Nero Napier, the current heavyweight champion, is our second nominee for Wrestler of the Year.
There have been 2 men to hold that belt. There's the other one.
And then, speaking of belt holders, the Dragonborn, Wiley, our interdimensional champion.
And I'll tell you what, if you were to retake this vote today, I think you'd have a lot of people that Wiley won over after his performance against Aurelian Starhand. All the way he overcame that stipulation. I mean, he's got the heart of the champion. And again, another man who went through a tournament and is the inaugural holder of the Interdimensional Championship. He's held that belt for 3 months.
And then Kevin Blackwell. Let's be honest, the man who has challenged for the heavyweight champion more than any other person.
And lost more than any other person.
This is also true.
I mean, I'm not a fan for obvious reasons, but I'll give him his props where they're due, but I am not a fan of the person. The competitor, sure, he's as tough as they come. He's won multiple number 1 contendership matches. But again, the knock on him, can't win the big one, at least not yet.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, now after what he's done to luchador masks and just a bunch of unnecessary stuff. If Wrestler of the Year means we're taking the person into consideration, he shouldn't have a single vote.
Right. And then finally, and it's interesting you should mention what Kevin Blackwell's done to the luchadors. Our final nominee for Wrestler of the Year is DeLuna 13.
And this has to be an honor for him, just considering his lineage and the things that he has been through. He was one of those rookies. We talked about it earlier in the show for the Flashbang portion. Flashbang used to be the cultivating spot for all of Warzone's talent. DeLuna was one of those people who went up, much like Malice, much like Wilson, son of Will, but he didn't gain the traction that those other people did, and he found himself back on Flashbang, and boy, did he hit the ground running.
In a lot of ways, we've talked about champions. It could be argued that DeLuna 13 is the heart of Friday Night Flashbang.
Yeah, there are not many people that have his fighting spirit. He has gone through so much that would have let others just walk out the door and quit. Whether it was not being utilized properly, whether it was not being seen for weeks on end, the family issues with the mask of his father being stolen, with his father showing up and having his arm broken by Kevin Blackwell. I mean, this man has been put through the ringer, and every single week he's ready to go. When you talk about Flashbang, I don't know if you could talk about a better representative than DeLuna.
No. But there can only be one winner.
And who is that winner?
And the winner of Flashbang Wrestler of the Year is Nero Napier. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, it is the current reigning champion, has won Wrestler of the Year.
And I said maybe it was going to be Doom that turns into the meme of Flashbang. It's turning out to be Apex.
It absolutely is Apex. And and Nero is going up with Mizuki again.
Oh boy.
So let's it's going to be interesting to hear.
Also, Johan and Tagiri now might want to claim the power couple thing. They should be careful.
After this performance, they're at the microphone now. Let's hear what they have to say.
Can you at least behave this time?
Maybe.
Do it.
Hello, once again, Flashbang. I see that you've all recognized who truly the most prodigious wrestler here is. And like we said, you just can't beat Apex. So here I stand with another one of these awards in my hand. And I would like to say thank you to all of you. But more importantly, I would like to say that hard luck, I'm coming for you. And I still have your hat.
Hard luck.
Yeah, the man who's up.
Scott.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems the heavyweight champion is confusing his Twitter handles and his competitors.
It's okay, hon. Let's just go ahead and get off stage.
I'll be back soon.
Why does everything he say terrify me?
It's, I mean, he's an apex predator for a reason. But I mean, we can't get past the fact that, all right, let's be honest.
Clean sweep for Apex thus far.
It was. I mean, Apex has swept the awards, and I think that shows. We saw this. It used to be, everyone was worried about the Empire of Terror, but
who was building in the background? It was Nero.
Exactly. Nero knew what he was doing. He bided.
You know the kind of vibes that Nero gives me. He gives me a more focused Vince Smoke Sanji vibe. Because if you remember, Vince Smoke was the original cultivator of young talent. He went out and he found guys like Burnout, like Mega Blitz, like Trice. And all of these guys came together, Alpha Kong being the other one. He brought them all together, and they were on a war path. But Vin couldn't keep it together. And like Omega Club has outlasted his legacy with the group. But Nero has stayed at the peak of Apex, and he's only grown them. And I think what you're seeing with Apex is the potential we saw in Omega Club. That's what Nero has been doing. He's finding these young, underutilized, underappreciated people. You look at Zephyr. You look at Crimson Phoenix. He is appealing to these people that have so much to offer. And he's saying, I can help you because I'm only going up and I'll take you with me. And that's really what he's doing. And whether you like his methods or not, he has given a lot of opportunities to a lot of people. And yeah, I'm actually legitimately surprised that Earl King had formed an alliance as early as he did, because it basically allowed Nero to be unhindered in his rise to the top.
Yes, exactly. And that's, say what you will. He's and the audience clearly recognized that, and they
do. I think there's a lot of people that don't agree with what Nero's done, but they respect the group and the title reign. Especially lately. I think what helped a lot of people swallow the pill for voting for him is the way he stuck up for Rabbit and the way he's defended his title without the need for interference recently.
Yeah.
I mean, against Big Rock, he got it done by himself, despite somebody trying to screw him. We still don't know who that is. He's been beat up backstage ever since this lawyer showed up. We still have no clarification on that, with OmniGeek looking into it. There has been adversity in front of Nero, and he's overcome it. And I think a lot of that lately has helped people vote for him.
Well, with that, we have one last category, the last award of the evening. Match of the Year. So, with everything we've seen tonight, and so much happening this year on Friday Night Flashbang, it's just narrowing it down to 5. This was another category where the nomination process there were so many nominees, but in the end we got 5, and those 5 are Graven versus Dark Lord Prinny, the Buried Alive match; Johan Mjoln versus Earl King West; Ginger Boy versus Kevin Blackwell, the Last Man Standing match for the heavyweight title; Wiley versus Blight Howlis for the Interdimensional Championship; and the Gauntlet match versus The Creation.
And again, I was just going to say, take a look at these and some of the we talked about Earl King versus Johan earlier. It was in another category for the Donkey Kong Swerve, but that match is the only reason we know about The Creation. We mentioned these have all come up. We've mentioned the Buried Alive match because it's come up. It was revolutionary. We had never seen anything like that in MNW. Ginger Boy and Kevin Blackwell, we mentioned it with the DeLuna feud for Feud of the Year. I mean, Feud of the Year won partly because of DeLuna's interference in that match. And it's also, I believe, the only Last Man Standing match in the history of Flashbang, and we've got about 1.5 years of history. Wiley versus Blight Howlis. Blight Howlis was undefeated going into that match on Halloween night on a full moon. On a blue full moon on Halloween. Wiley picks up the win and is nominated for Wrestler of the Year. Like, that could easily win Match of the Year. And then the Gauntlet match has already won Moment of the Year. So, of course, it's going to be up for Match of the Year. How many men does it take to beat down a pissed-off Frankenstein monster? Well, the answer was about 8. And it was the match that Thunderbolt returned in. People forget Thunderbolt was gone for a while. That's where he came back to help Sandman and to help Fate put down his own brother. after everything that Thunderbolt had been through. Like that, like all of these matches were turning points in careers. It put Wiley on a main event path. It was the thing that set off DeLuna and Kevin Blackwell. Johan is the only reason they found out about the creation after that gauntlet match. That's what led to the gauntlet match when they found out what was going on. Graven versus Dark Lord Prinny. I mean, Empire versus Fate has been a tale as old as time, and it's still going on. That was the first time that Graven said, I'm coming for you. Here's all of my cards on the table. I'm coming for you. What are you going to do? And they accepted, and he buried Prinny alive. The question is, which of these 5 did you pick, or did we tie again? Because this category I would understand if we have a tie, Jerry.
Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Flashbang Match of the Year is Graven versus Dark Lord Prinny, the Buried Alive match. Let's go.
There it is.
Let's go to some footage of that match.
Is scheduled for one fall and is a Buried Alive match. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Earl King West, weighing in at 255 pounds. He is the leader of the Empire of Terror, Dark Lord Prinny. His opponent, representing Fate, weighing in at 199 pounds, the Chocolate Zombie, Gravehead.
And there you see the mound of dirt.
Oh, wow.
Somebody is going to be buried alive in that mound. Oh, my God.
Oh,
what the hell is that?
He's getting the keys.
Oh, my God.
He's getting the keys.
Graven is backing it up. I think we found the zombie. That's a Bosco.
Oh, my God.
Prinny's in the
He's
Bosco.
so for this. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Dump him. Graven, bury him. He's instructing the driver to bury him.
Bye, Prinny.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and salutations. Do it. Yes.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Here is your winner, the Chocolate Zombie, Gravehead.
And we have Graven approaching the podium. Let's hear what he has to say.
See, a lot of you think I'm crazy. A lot of you think that I come out here and I run my mouth, and maybe I have a little bit of a temper. But this proves it. Not only am I willing to put it all on the line, but in the biggest moments on the biggest stage, that's where I shine. But I would be remiss if I didn't also thank all of you for voting me for Match of the Year. And I also have to thank Dark Lord Prinny. I hope you're still in that grave, and I hope that the maggots aren't dying off because they have to eat your rot-infested corpse. And Earl King, let this be a lesson. You think you have the upper hand now, but you've seen what I was willing to do to a guy like Colt, what I did to somebody like Prinny. And you're moving up the shit list, buddy. And you're next.
Oh boy, he's very angry.
Yeah, he is. That's kind of his defining characteristic. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the 2020 Multiverse Nexus Wrestling Nexies Award. Really quick, let's recap who all of the winners were this evening. With Warzone, Match of the Year was Justice Jake.
Jake.
When Hat Smoke Sanji for the world title. Wrestler of the Year was Zacco Duo. Tag Team of the Year was Los Bell Bros. Swerve of the Year was Shoot Therapy. Zacco Duo teases Bosco's return. Likewise, it won Promo of the Year. Moment of the Year was the return of Probanaga. Best Gimmick was Domain Man. Rookie of the Year was Maximilian Thunder Thighs. Best Faction was VIP. The biggest botch, the Wilson, was Mucha Lucha playing over everyone's entrance. Feud of the Year was Aiden Zero versus Louis McDonald. Best outfit was Notorious CAT's pay-per-view attire. Funniest moment of the year was the interview with Pengshi where all she said was wink and then called Wilson a bitch. And then on Friday Night Flashbang, Match of the Year, Graven versus Dark Lord Prinny, the Buried Alive match. Wrestler of the Year, Nero Napier. Tag Team of the Year, the Bone Warriors. Swerve of the Year, a tie between Drathulu shapeshifting during the Gauntlet match and Crimson Phoenix giving the belt to Nero and joining Apex. Promo of the Year, Seth Jackson meeting with Dr. Caliban. Moment of the Year, The Creation returning to attack Prinny during the Buried Alive match. Best Gimmick, a tie between Mad Jack and Seth Jackson. Rookie of the Year, Satyrus Basilicus. Best Faction, Apex. The Biggest Botch, the Double T Pose. Feud of the Year, DeLuna 13, Bulldog Grant Martin and Shere Khan versus Kevin Blackwell. Best Outfit, El Pollo de la Muertes Dia de los Muertos outfit. I always fuck that up.
Dia de los Muertes.
Thank you. And funniest moment, Rabbit's wiffle ball threat. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the MNW Nexies. I'm Jerry Aldini for Eric Genericson, Pete McPherson, and C-. We wish you a good night.